Sagittarius, it's Amanda here with your May 2019 RuneScope. This month, along with our runes, I will be using the Tarot in Wonderland by Barbara Moore and Eugene Smith. Then as always, be sure to join me for part 2 of your May reading over on my Vimeo channel, where I will be pulling and interpreting one card from the Witchling's Oracle by Paulina Cassidy. That link is below. As always, do check the video for your rising sign as well. A lot of times you will actually find that that is the more accurate reading in these general readings because that's more specific to your birth chart than your sun sign. So definitely check that out. If you would like a private session, I do those on Skype. And that's the only way I can really get specific outcomes or let you know who a specific person is that may be showing up in your general reading here. To set up an appointment, just drop me a line at RuneScopes for you. It's here in the video, but also below in the description box. Am I pointing the right way? I think so. That's up here somewhere. But in general, let's get our runes cast here and see what's going on in Sagittarius land in May 2019 for Sagittarians. If you like my channel and would like to support it, Sagittarius, a couple of free ways you can do that is by, first of all, by subscribing. That way you will also get notified if you click the little bell and set up notifications whenever I upload new content. Also, the new videos will go directly to your feed, so you don't have to go searching for me. You can also share my channel with your friends, your loved ones on whatever social media platform you prefer. Especially if you watch a video that you know is going to resonate with somebody because they're going through what I'm talking about. Sometimes it just takes the right message at just the right time to help someone through a difficult situation. So yeah, you can pay it forward in that way by sharing the video. I would appreciate it, and hopefully they will too. So, but in general, let's get the lay of the land here, Sagittarius, and see what you are up to. Your challenge or focus, that's where we start. We have the Two of Wands. Let's see what the runes are coming through here. Normally the twos are about making a decision, choosing a new path, because especially new because we have the wands here, and wands usually signify the beginning, the spark of something. It is fire energy, like you. So you could be trying to decide, what path am I more passionate about? Who am I more passionate about? Which way do I want to go? Which job do I want to take? Which person do I want to be with? Where do I want to live? There could be issues with home and property or family coming up here. Who do I want to live with? Do I want to live by myself? So the challenge could be choosing where you want to live, quite frankly, because this is the rune of, property, inheritance. What do I want to do with this property I've inherited? What do I want to do with this possession I've inherited? What do I want to do about a family situation? What do I want to do to help a family member, to take care of a family member? Which property do I want to renovate? Which property do I want? You may be looking at a property that you want to purchase to flip, and there may be two options, and your challenge may be to decide which one you want to pick. Yeah, decisions seem to be the decisions for a lot of you. Others of you may be waiting on a decision. Like, who gets the house? Who's gonna, how are we gonna divide up this property if you're going through a separation or a divorce, or there may be a family member who's dealing with that. It was interesting because Leo got a similar message. We got a lot of legality stuff. Like pretty much all the legality stuff that you can get, runes and tarot cards, are on the table here. So we'll see what that is as we move along. So yeah, which option are you going to take? Do you want to keep the house or do you not? Do you want to sell the property? Like what Do you want to settle with this, or do you want to go to court? So there could be some decisions to make regarding a property or extending from a property. So this could be some sort of legal situation with, some sort of legal dispute with a neighbor or about a property line or something of that nature, or like zoning, or what you can do if you're wanting to actually build a property or purchase a property and put something on it. Interesting. Also could be a couple of different ways you could start a home business. That may be what you're focusing on here for some of you. Like, yeah, I wonder if this would be the best way to go about this, or this would be the best way to go about this. You're very determined though with Tyr. Like whatever this is, you're determined to like do something, but you just have to kind of make up your mind. Some of you, this could be a should I stay or should I go kind of energy, particularly when it comes to your home, your domestic situation, your neighborhood, where you're living. Do I want to stay in this apartment? Maybe your lease is up for renewal. You're like, do I want to stay here or do I want to move somewhere else? Should we buy a home or should we rent another apartment? Or should I? In the present energy, you do have the Knight of Swords. This could be air sign energy for some of you, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, or someone with those traits. The present for most of you is going to be end of April into early May. Sorry, I forgot what month we were talking about here for a second. End of April into early May. You may be dealing with this person. I feel like for many of you, this is a lawyer. You're consulting a lawyer, you're consulting a financial advisor, you're consulting a realtor, you're consulting someone with expertise in this who knows all the ins and outs, the legalities, the rules, the regulations for this. So yeah, lawyers and the law are in the scene here, or on the scene in May for some reason. You finding out your options. And you seem very determined, and you do have your mind at some point here. Well, I think you start off, because we're talking about the present energy here, so the end of April into early May, you are set on a certain course of action, but I think for some of you, this is coming from emotion because of a secret you found out or something you found out someone was hiding. Again, if this is like a separation or a divorce, you could have found out that someone's hiding something from you. Or they may have found out you were hiding something from them. Again, these are general readings, so it can work both ways. But so yeah, you may be, this person is upset, and so you may be kind of, your lawyer may be advising you of one course of action in retaliation, and you may be like, well, this person's upset. I think we should give them a little bit of time or to figure this out. Now, this Swords air sign person could be male or female. I just wanted to make sure that's, for some of you it'll be male, for others it'll be female. Knights are normally 35 or younger. This could also be your energy, particularly if you have an air sign rising. It could be you who's like breaking the news to someone. Like, I'll see you in court. Some of you may be saying, I'll see you in court. But you could also be breaking up with someone. Again, you're making this decision. However, whatever this emotion-based decision is early on, you may change your mind as the month goes on, because again, your challenge is to make up your mind here at some point or decide on a course of action. So you're trying to figure out, and again, when you're trying to make these decisions, you have to weigh a lot of things, right? How quickly do you want this to be over and done with versus like, how much are you owed? How much would be enough compensation for whatever you've had to deal with or put up with or whatever's been done? yeah, or whatever's kind of been inflicted upon you in this relationship. But yeah, pair draw is about skeletons coming out of the closet. So it's not going to be a month where you can keep secrets for very long. Or it also is going to be a month where secrets are coming out that someone else was trying very hard to keep, and it's not going to work. Hence the lawyer, or hence you talking to someone, or breaking the news to someone in a very terse, very forthright, very blunt manner. The Knight of Swords, all of the Swords people are very blunt when it's necessary. Now, that's not to mean they're always just mean, and they're usually very funny and witty as well. But when a situation calls for seriousness, or for no one can get to the heart of the matter more quickly and more succinctly than an air sign. And I do feel like you may be taking on these traits, whether or not you have a lot of air in your chart. For some of you, it could be you, like, this is what I'm doing. This is what's going to happen. And then how they react to it is kind of up to them, whoever this other person is. And it could be a family member, again, could be a neighbor, could be a spouse, a partner, a roommate. But there's something with legalities around this that you feel maybe can only be settled in court or through lawyers, or it is kind of like maybe you've done all you can do. And so you're like, you know what, I'm just going to let lawyers handle it from here on out. The help that's going to be available, we've got the Sun card in reverse. And here's what it looks like in the upright in this deck. So well, the first thing coming through is someone is never going to acknowledge their participation or their failings in something or their mistakes. It's just not their way. They're always right. They're always in the right, and the other person is always in the wrong. So, but this is coming up as a help to you. It's going to make it easier for whatever reason for you to do what you have to do, or for you to do what you feel you need to do. Yeah, there's this complete disregard for other people's feelings. And so by extension, Sagittarius, it's making you kind of able to take on, I think this energy, or hire someone to take on that energy for you, to just be like, no, cut this loose. And I'm not going to worry about somebody's feelings. I'm just going to say it like it is, or I'm going to have you tell them what's going to happen. Because yeah, with this rune here next to the Sun card in reverse, this is somebody who is, very self-centered, like to the point of narcissism, I would say, with this, quite honestly, with these two together. They don't ever learn from their lessons, because it's always the other person's fault. There's always this, they are never wrong. Somehow, despite being just human like the rest of us, they never make mistakes. It's pretty miraculous. They're a legend in their own mind. So yeah, and as a result, no matter what they've done, you somehow brought this on yourself. Somehow their actions are your fault. That's that kind of energy. So, I mean, and you're so, like, if this is someone you have been married to, if it's someone you've had to put up with your whole life because they're in your family, like, you are just beyond sick of it, like to the point of you may even throw up a little in your mouth whenever you hear them talk, Sagittarius. You're just so over their BS and inflated ego. You just can't stand it anymore. So the more they are themselves, the easier it is for you to just follow your own path, see the brightness of your future in comparison to the shallow nothingness that's going to be the hollow existence that's going to continue to be their existence. So, wow. Looks like you got messed up with a real winner here, Sagittarius. So yeah, trust your path. I mean, you're going to find that the more distance you put between yourself and this person, even if it's just in your mind to start with, because again, you've got some decisions to make, the better you're going to feel. The more correct that pathway away from this person is going to feel, because you feel more like yourself away from this person. And, you know, that is, that's part of being with a narcissist. They take over everything. There's a brainwashing aspect that has to go on, or no one would ever live with them. The early charm that kind of hooks people, or that maybe hooked you, Sagittarius, disappears and is replaced by this, somebody who talks down to you, kind of rewrites your life, creates a new history for you. And even attempts to kind of create a new identity for you through kind of tearing down who you are, talking down to you, attacking your self-confidence. So the further you get away from this influence, the more enlightened you feel, the more like yourself you feel. It's almost like you feel like maybe you've been playing a role whenever you're around this person, or for as long as maybe you've had to deal with this person. So, yeah, they're just going to keep repeating the same story with different partners, because people wise up and then leave, right? You're too smart for this, Sagittarius. And great things wait for you on the other side of this, away from this influence, because this acts as a block, because it blocks your self-confidence. This person blocks your self-confidence by talking down to you or having you doubt it, you know, and never supporting you. Because it's all about them. They don't want you to succeed in anything. It's all about them. So, wow. Yeah. New beginnings are just around the corner. I think you feel it too in May. Like, again, just these first baby steps are so enlightening. It's like, oh my God, I forgot what this felt like, or I forgot who I felt like when I was me. And I wasn't being, you know, I wasn't hearing this record from this person of who they think I am, or who they want me to be so they can control me, or at least attempt to control me. Yeah, what must be accepted? We've got judgment. I mean, there's big decisions to make, perhaps legal decisions to make. But again, I feel like it's like you're gathering all the information, and then it's awesome, because this rune is really like our rabbit here in the back, just, oh, I get it. It's an aha moment. The truth is being revealed. You're getting all the information you need to make an informed decision, to change your life. And it does look like starting with where you're living in May. It seems like May is the first step to that, and to you, making a decision about where you're going to live and who you're going to live with. And many of you it may be that you want to be on your own. Get your bearings for a while. Judgment also has a lot of connotations to resurrection, like things from the past being resurrected. So maybe, you know, this is issues and stuff you've been dealing with, but it's like it's coming to a head in May. It's coming back to be dealt with, but this may be the final time. Again, don't repeat mistakes from the past. If you've let things slide, again, put up with. And you don't have to do that anymore, Sagittarius. You've got more than one option, or more than one path. You know, it does look like, again, family, friends, the past. Maybe people. Normally with a narcissist, you have to cut off from everyone that you know. And usually, unwittingly, they make this easy because they see the narcissist and they're like, oh, Sagittarius, don't get with them. They may have advised you, and then the narcissist is like, you know, turns it around on the family. Oh, they're so bad. look, they're trying to threaten our relationship. Yeah, because they see Sagittarius going down and they're trying to throw you the life jacket or the life preserver, right? So, yeah, it may be time to reconnect to those support systems. Again, you would get a positive response. If you've had to cut off from people, as that's normally the case with someone like this. It's normally the first thing they do. So maybe you reach back out, try to renew those ties, especially if you need help or somewhere to crash or somewhere to stay. I feel like you will be immediately welcome back and comforted and have support to kind of put things back together. And start off on this new journey, these new blessings that are awaiting you. There's also a fortunate new influence coming in for you, Sagittarius, whether it's a new friend, a new person you meet at a new job, a new boss that's going to be more of like a mentor to you. Wonderful new things are beginning for you. So yeah, if it's easier for you to have a lawyer or someone else handle this and kind of break the news, then that's what you should do. But I do feel like you're seeking advice. You are getting advice. If it's not from a lawyer, again, it is from some sort of consultant, somebody who is very wise and experienced in whatever area of expertise you need. The outcome, we do have justice in reverse. So a couple of different ways this will work. This person, and it goes along with this energy. Sagittarius treated me so unfairly. Oh, I didn't do anything. It was all that horrible Sagittarius. You may be hearing that. Oh, totally out of the blue. They decided they wanted to be with someone who didn't talk down to them or treat them like crap. How dare they? This person has dug their own grave. So again, it's just these things, these hurtful things that they're saying or these hurtful ways that they're behaving that just reinforce like why this did not work out or why you are running away from their energy. Now, others of you, again, you may be finding out that this person has been the one who's lied and cheated, or, again, that it could be about this narcissistic energy that you find out, oh, well, they've been cheating or lying or deceiving me. And it's disruptive that they would treat you this way, even though, it's giving you a new perspective though. It's like, yeah, I knew they were kind of self-centered but you may have been making excuses for them this whole time. Actually, that's probably most definitely what you were doing. Certainly to other people, but even to yourself. Well, they just had a hard childhood or da-da-da-da-da. So that gives them excuse to treat me and everyone else like crap. No, it doesn't. So yeah, you may be, for those of you that you're the one that it's like, oh, I've been cheated on, or, oh, this person's going to go off and be with someone else. And, I've got to find a new place to live because they've just sprung this on me, or I found out is more likely the way this is coming out. It's like you're discovering and deciding, I'm not going to stay with someone who's going to treat me like that. And good for you, Sagittarius, because you certainly don't have to. It does seem like there's someone right around the corner, if they're not in your life already, who'd be more than willing to welcome you with open arms. Because that's what I see here with Ale. You're supposed to, whether you're the one that's being treated unfairly or someone else who's saying, oh, Sagittarius is treating me unfairly, you're supposed to do this. You're supposed to be out of this situation. You're supposed to find out, so you will leave this person and finally get away from this toxic, narcissistic influence who never does any wrong. Again, who knew you were with Jesus? I mean, it's amazing, isn't it, Sagittarius? You were chosen by the chosen one. Please. And yeah, if they are the ones saying, oh, you treated me unfairly, Sagittarius, it's like, really, how many times did you treat me unfairly? How many times were you nasty to me? How many times was it all about you? How many times did you ignore my needs, or what I was saying? Because if it is you, Sagittarius, I mean, that's leaving this situation, I do feel like there were many times that you were like, hey, this is not cool, you know, and your whatever you said went unnoticed. Now, because this is a general reading, I have to say the narcissist could be you, Sagittarius. I mean, it could be, you know, and that's going to be a help to you because you just don't care whatever anybody else says. But for most of you with the other runes around this, it is someone else. But yeah, the unfair situation that is disruptive, whatever may be going on legally, the outcome even also with any kind of court or settlement or whatever. There may be something offered to you in May. It doesn't mean you have to take it, but you may be like, that is not even good enough or close to good enough of dividing our assets, or that is not even, you know, if you share children, it could be like, that's, you know, there's no way I'm paying all that child support, or there's, you know, there's something where, and again, that may be the decision. And it may have to do with the property. And it's like, there's no way I'm taking the amount that, you know, because maybe you bought a house together, but then you fixed it up or you put a lot of work into it. So you need to be being compensated for that as well. So you don't have to take a low offer. At the same time, you may be like, man, if I took it, then it would be over and done with. So, again, it's going to be different for all of you. If you would like me to take a look at this personally in your specific circumstances, how this is all playing out for you personally, you can always book a session with me and we can absolutely get some, you know, personalized guidance for you. But yeah, if there's an unfair offer, you may be tempted to take it just to have it over with, but really think things through, Sagittarius. You have to kind of weigh what's more important. Others of you, it's just you know, the surprise and the shock at what's happening, but at the same time, trust that it's supposed to happen. Whatever's happening in May, it's supposed to be happening, so that you can go on and live up to your potential, so that you can make your life more satisfying. But meet me over on Vimeo now. Like I said, I'm going to shuffle the Witchlings Oracle. I want to see what further clarity and guidance we can get for you, because it's a big month. We've got 3 major arcana here. So there's some big themes we're dealing with here. So yeah, that link is below. I'll see you on Vimeo for that. Thanks so much for stopping by, Sag, and I'll see you back here next time.